Okay, so I was talking about Clark and Lois scenes, and I'm not even sure I can remember all the things that happened. I was just online while I was waiting for my thing to upload. Anyway, my other first video. What was I saying? I just got distracted by some really crazy comments from people online about the fake Clark and Chloe almost kissing. But it reminded me of when Lionel was in Clark's body and he had the moment of pretending like he was going to kiss Chloe and she was like, really into it, and how it's different this time. Even though, like, for a second she thought about it, but she didn't do it. Anyway, all of the Clark and Lois scenes were funny. It was just giving up the idea that they were going to kiss. Just get it out of my mind. What was I thinking? Right, he was in London, and she said she saw him on TV, which I was like, oh hell. Now the whole world's seen his face, but whatever, it wasn't really clear. Then I was like, Clark went and investigated and met Desaad, and then he comes back to tell Lois that it was a dead end. She just goes off on him about how he's wrong and shows him, she's a better reporter than he is. Which I guess only makes sense since Clark doesn't go to work. Like, this is the first time we've seen him at the office since ISIS. Yeah, okay. So, from episode 5 to episode 14, Clark was not ever seen at work. Wonderful. That's neither here nor there. So, right, Lois tells him he needs to disguise. And she puts the stupid hood on his jacket. She wants him to look like Eminem or like Oliver when he's on the down low with the hoodies or the cape or whoever. It was just weird. And Clark was really pissy about it. And he tore off the hood, snatched it off, which I thought, wow, Clark's being a total jerk. And I thought that was funny. Because then Lois told him she wasn't going to give him a chance to blur away. And then she said, whoosh. And I was like, when that scene ended, I thought, wow, Lois is being such a bitch. And I love it. That was so funny to me because they were both just being ridiculous. And it was like, real ridiculous. Not fake, usual, craptastic, Smallville ridiculous, but like just two people being stupid with each other. And I was like, you're right, Lois. He's always blurring away when something doesn't go his way. That's right. You walk out. So that was funny. Right. So I think that happened before the whole Clark going to meet Desaad and getting the whole thing wrong about whatever. And then he tells her that he has microvision. She looks at him like, what? And he goes, it's my superpower. I can call it whatever I want. Okay, Clark. What are you, 2? It's just great. Clark's ridiculous, like I said. Then he takes her into the copy room for another, like, idol type moment. But I like the conversation that they had because he basically said, he's going to do the disguise and be all goofy, which is what I always loved about Christopher Reeve. I know a lot of people, I won't say a lot, some people don't appreciate the dorky Clark Kent. I love it. And I thought Christopher Reeve was genius, which I've said before, in the way that Clark was like a non-entity. He just really faded into the background. Such that Superman was the person and Clark was like nobody, so you wouldn't notice him. And it is the only way to kind of make sense of people not recognizing him with glasses. Anyway, so Clark puts on the glasses. He looks really hot, which, whatever. That's just Tommy. I don't know, he looked really hot this entire episode. Especially the picture I'm staring at. That is a still from Masquerade. So, He goes out. He runs into Jeff. Oh my god, I love Jeff. First of all, Lois was just basically using Jeff to do her errands for her wedding, kind of flirting with him to get him to do it, which is funny. And he's all like, "Oh, Mr. Cain, I'm so sorry." He's like afraid of Clark, right? So then Clark comes out in the glasses. He runs into him, and for a second, he doesn't recognize him. That makes sense. You know, if people put on glasses, you might be like, "What?" And then you're like, "Oh, right, it's Clark." Duh. So they're just showing us how stupid this all is because no one's ever going to not recognize him. Thank you, Smallville. You have killed the Superman mythology. It is dead and gone. Clark can never wear glasses. Thank you. Mission accomplished. I think Smallville should like run a banner over their show that says "Mission accomplished. We've ruined Superman for an eternity." Kidding aside, Jeff is so cute. Like, everyone was so cute, really. Chloe and Oliver, Desaad, the guy Bert who was following Clark around on the crime scene, and now Jeff, hysterically cute. When he stands up and then he gets like this whole like, now that Clark is wearing glasses, all of a sudden Jeff isn't afraid. Yeah, he's still like 6'3" or 6'4", and yeah, he could kick your ass. So, hello Jeff. Look, don't let the glasses fool you. I absolutely loved when Clark pushed up his glasses and called her Miss Lane, and then he did this whole like just a think of 1 second, 5 second, 10-second goofy little, "Oh yeah, Jeff, it was my fault." And I was like, oh my god, I wanted to hug him. This is reminding me of Homecoming and how when I saw that episode, the thing that flipped me out and made me want to love Smallville after so many years of love-hate. Just future Clark was like amazing. I really never believed for that point Smallville writers and producers were capable of getting this fool on this show to the point where he was going to be Superman. I didn't believe it. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, they get it. They do know who Superman is. They're not ridiculous as I think they are. They actually know the end goal. This scene, once again, proved to me Tom Welling is capable of being Superman. He's capable of being the iconic Clark Kent. What they've done with the shit that they have written for him for the last 9.5 years, I'm sorry, it's not Tom's fault. Clark, I'm so sorry that they've done this to you. Okay, so that was really cool and cute. When Lois says, you have to pretend like you're upset when we go to look at cakes, and Clark said, oh, that won't be hard. I love anytime Clark gets to be a normal person because I think Clark's character is so often just like not human. I know he's Kryptonian, but he's so like stoic and like unhumorous and imaginative. Wow, I just can't talk. I'm sorry. I just keep laughing because honestly, the stuff I'm reading online, people are out of their minds. So I'm laughing so much at the hysteria that it's distracting me from my commentary. But yeah, Oliver is all these things like sophisticated and smart and suave and funny, like all the time, his character. And Clark isn't all those things, and I think for sure he could be all those things. So whenever I get a glimpse into Clark being funny and cute and playful and what was the word I was like a normal guy complaining, then I love it because that's what I've always wanted to see with Clark. So anyway, I was happy. Oh, okay, the last scene, Chloe and Oliver was talking about the relationship and they're not sure, you know, how to define it, and she says that he can call her his girlfriend. Congratulations, Oliver. You have a girlfriend. And I really can't stop laughing. Okay, there was a picture on the desk I noticed when Chloe walked away, and I was like, damn it! There used to be a picture of Jimmy there. It's season 9. He was still there. And now it's a picture of Chloe and Clark. Jimmy's gone. Not a trace of Jimmy left in Smallville. So sad. So sad. So, as I was watching, I was thinking, Lois fans are going to be pissed that she didn't get a lot of screen time. And also that Chloe, that whole, like, vision scene, we had Chloe, we were revisited by Chloe in white. Double the Chloe. Who comes up with this? I can just see them writing the script. We need more Chloe. Can we double her to give her more screen time? So anyway, I am laughing because I have been so like frustrated by Chloe and by anti-Chloe, pro-Chloe people. The fans have driven me so crazy that now when I see things that I know are going to piss other people off, it actually just, it amuses me. That's where I am right now. I am laughing because I can see how crazy the Smallville fans are. And when Smallville fans go, oh, I hate Michael Rosenbaum, he talks about the fans, blah, 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 I'm like, you guys are batshit crazy. And if Michael Rosenbaum knows that, I'm sorry. There are too many people right now who are angry. I'm talking bitter, crazy, that they think Chloe and Clark are going to get married. That Clark has already had an annulled marriage in Vegas, so Lois will be his third wife. I'm sorry. This is why I laugh, because people are so freaking bent out of shape over this show. Anyway, I'm sure someone listening is also very bitter and angry. I'm sorry. Go hug a puppy. Alright, tell me what you think. Bye.